As you already know, I've done my workout for the day. The wheelchair's in the back, sitting in a snow pile. I'm sitting in my truck to hang out with you guys because I'm on the road to 500 subs. But I want to get to know everybody that tunes in. I want to know your story. I want to know where you're from. I've met some great people. I've got some great moderators. I like to sit in my truck and hang out with you guys, especially on the nicer days. Today's not so bad. I'm disabled. I'm in a wheelchair. I have cerebral palsy. Everybody tends to want their voice heard. Yoshi, what's going on? Michael? I'm glad to see you guys, honestly, like I said. Today's a proper live stream. Yosh, as always, good to see you, man. Yes, sir. I've got at least until 1:30, so it's going to be a proper hour. Yeah, just hanging out, coming to chat with you guys, seeing what's going on. I'm sure Nick will be here sometime to hang out. You're too kind, Yoshi. You're too kind. It's always good to see you, though. I'm glad you found a community that you can be accepted in. That's amazing that you two are talking outside of the streams. I appreciate this. I like this community. You just finished studying, eh? Studying is important, man. At least you're not choosing me over studying. That would be awful. I'd feel terrible. Yosh, I'm glad you're part of this too, man. Honestly. Like I said, I'm glad you found a place you could fit in. Or feel accepted. Which is always the goal. Ideas for dummies, man. This is the whole point of the live stream. I hang out and meet my subscribers, man. Because I don't want to be some nameless, faceless channel. I want to meet everybody that subscribes to me. I want to try to motivate and change the world. So I sit and I hang out after the gym. I normally post gym shorts, but today was really busy, so I don't film when it's busy. I'm nearly finished my theoretical test, so I could. That's amazing, Michael. I hear that though. Too much studying is also a bad thing. Having a nice mental break so you can relax and take it easy. That's where it's at. The thumb's burned again, so I'm slowing down. Yes, sir. I agree with you, Yosh. Like I said, studying too much leads to burnout. It changes your whole brain chemistry if you study a little too much. The brain just feels all soft and weird. Mike, what's going on, man? It is a good use of your time. I'm just saying, don't put me above studying, but it is a good use of your time. It's nice to come hang out with friends, clear your mind, have a good chat. Honestly, like I said, there's never a bad time. Exactly. It is like a break from the roller coaster. All I can say is there's still no word from Maria, so hopefully she's okay. That's amazing, Mike. I'm glad those kettlebell workouts are going well for you. Especially the figure 8 movements, man, those are challenging. I did back and bis today with core. When you're disabled, you always have to do your core muscles, or your abs start to relax, and then everything just starts to sag because you sit. So it looks really weird all the time. I might even go again, honestly. I might go to the gym again tonight. Maybe I can film some motivational content because I'm kind of missing that part of my YouTube channel. But guys, we're only 12 subscribers away from 500. This is a huge milestone for the channel, honestly. Well, first week, I had my firearms bruised because, man, you got to get that technique down. Technique is everything. It's like when you first go to the gym. Everything's heavy, nothing moves the way that it should. Then you build your technique, you build your stride, you find your strength. Like I said, I might even go to the gym again tonight just to try to get that motivational content in. But Mike, how have you been other than your kettlebell workouts, man? Is life good? Is your job good? Manage, of course, you don't want. Now I've managed, of course, I don't want 16 kilograms to hit you. What I like most about kettlebells is almost acrobatics in it. Complex. Absolutely, man. Kettlebells, calisthenic workouts, man, they're all underrated. People think you gotta go to the gym and you gotta lift heavy, you gotta be big and bulky and everything else. That's not true. Everything works. Getting out there, doing your own thing. So we just had the first school home chat with the kids. TG. He's a good student with lots of empathy for room. I feel that, man. Like, working nights, I was missing my vitamin D, so like, because when you work nights, and especially in the winter in Ontario, and I'm sure probably Denmark too, you're like, you go to sleep you go to sleep in the dark, you wake up in the dark, you live in the dark, and you don't get any vitamin D. So I actually started staying up late into the day, kind of like now, before going to sleep, so I could get that little bit of vitamin D. So I understand. So that very well could be the problem, honestly. Like I said, I'm no doctor, but that was my issue. Cowboys can't complain, life and great. I've upskilled my discipline last week. Tried to do fasting, but it's winter and decided to break it. I will do it in the spring. I like the results. I've actually decided to look into fasting as well too, just for a week, just so I can try to understand like the homeless community and the hunger and everything else. So I want to look into it and see the ground rules and everything else for fasting. I think the latitudes are pretty close. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly great on geography, but I believe we're pretty close. Because like I said, I totally understand. Like I said, before I would stay up, like now. Before I would stay up, like I'd wake up in the dark or go to sleep in the dark. Like your whole life is just experienced in the dark. That's what I read. I'm not so much worried about the hunger either, Mike. I want to make sure I understand all the details and all the rules. Like, I know I can drink as much water as I want because it has no calories. And then I think I can have coffee as well as long as there's no sugar in it. Like, I want to understand the rules. But I want to try the fast. You just looked it up. Or more like North Ontario or mid-Quebec. Ah, okay. Well, either way, it's not that far off. Like it's similar. But like, I totally understand the vitamin D deficiency. Do not cook because if you do anything next for water, it makes the process worse. Good to know. See, this is why I'm doing all my research first, because I don't want to just hastily jump into something, try it and fail, even though there's nothing wrong with failing. I genuinely want to try this experiment to see if, like, to, like, understand, right? Because how am I supposed to enact change or be change if I've never experienced it? And Michael, we're kind of having that right now too. Like, today's colder than usual, and I think our cold is coming. Well, the last day of February, we were supposed to get like minus 25. Not a ton more snow in the future, but like, we're supposed to get really cold. Like, even today, it's not exactly warm. Like, sitting in the truck is okay because it takes out the wind chill. But like, it's not exactly warm. See, so we're warmer right now. We're only at like minus 3. But like, there's definitely a wind chill because the wind chill makes it cold as hell. Like I said, in the truck, it's not so bad. Ooh, a humid cold. Been there, man. But you know what? In all honesty, I can deal with the cold. It's the snow that gets me the most. You had +4. We get like +3 next week. So again, we're kind of in a similar boat. But again, I can deal with the cold. It's the snow that I'm not a fan of. The snow is the awful part. Kid wants you to try sour candy. I was born in a city where it's always 100% humidity, so negative 30 plus wind can knock you off your feet. That's my childhood, basically. That's so fun, because that's definitely not my childhood. Oh, that's okay, Yosh. You're back, man. That's all that matters. And you gotta remember, there's no stupid questions. I'm sure your friend had intelligent questions that posed a purpose. We're just talking about temperatures, man. I understand you on that one there, Mike. I've been snowboarding a couple of times because my buddy used to be an instructor, so we got the equipment already and it was a blast. It was a good time. But now with work and everything going on, I don't have time. And I haven't actually seen that buddy in a while either. I should really reach out and see how he's doing. What I should make time for is some video games, honestly. They're all doing Yoshi. We've got 2 mics in here right now. Denmark is almost a peninsula, so we have humid weather, heavy heat, heavy cold. But it's only between minus 15 and 30 degrees. That's not so bad. Like I said, the cold I can absolutely deal with. It's just the volume of snow, man. I went down to the States for a couple of days, and I came back and I had 50 centimeters of snow in my driveway. First and last name, how's it going, man? You look like the guy from Law Abiding Citizen who got stabbed to death by a steak bone. Thanks. Truth be told, I need new friends. My friends suck. I can totally attest to that too. There you go. I used to live in the city, and when I moved out here, all my friends, they kind of drifted away. And when I stopped participating in weed and stuff, they again all moved away. At least it wasn't the Netherlands. One of them likes, obviously, competent logic last 10 years in shipping and confused Belgium with Denmark. Drugs and homeless addicts are best friends. My friends don't believe in me. Only care if they want help. Like, man, I'll never tell you what to do, Yosh, but if you got friends like that, you need to fight. You need to find yourself a different circle. You literally need to take a step back from that friend group. And you need to see that there's more out there than just like those cruddy people you call friends. It's not the entire group. it helps that it's not the entire group, because if it's not the entire group, you're never forced to hang out with that person. So that's not so bad. It's true, man. We might all be in different time zones, but you're always welcome here and in the Discord to hang out, talk to people. It looks like you and Nick have already been talking, which is great. We'll find your proper friend group. In my school, I'm probably the most mutual guy there. We are no bigger or smaller than you. Unexpectedly found a new friend in our office. IT guy, pure solid. That's amazing, man. Like you said, it's always nice when you can find a friend to keep your friend group small, but important. Because like having a large friend group doesn't mean very much. Those large friend groups never have your back. They never challenge you. They never push you to be a better person. It's those individuals that challenge you and want to see you grow. That's what I'm saying, man. You have an understanding of what you have to do. But like I said, you need to keep your friend group small. You need to keep them close. You need to have the same kind of set mind values and sets that other people have. Because you want so much for your ideals and opinions to line up with your friend group. You genuinely don't share stuff because you don't trust them. I can honestly tell you, man, if you can't trust somebody, you don't need to be hanging around with them. And that's not me telling you not to hang around with people. It's just if you can't fully trust them, you don't want to be there, man. Don't put yourself in that situation. Mike is a very wise guy. No, come on, Mike. You're the smart one now. Many certified friends are here in this image of my classmates knowing I don't want beef for people. Gave me such a wonderful place to study free. That's fair, man. That's very English, man. I understand. Like, you gotta stay neutral to your classmates and people you see every day, because you genuinely, you don't want that. You don't want to start a fight. You don't want that to be a thing. Good, man. I'm glad. That's the goal. I'm hoping everybody being here has a great feeling. I want everybody to feel important, respected. I'm trying to grow this community the right way. I don't want 1 million subscribers overnight. I'd never get to know them all. I'll take 4 or 5 subscribers a day. Just a slow growth. It's true, Yosh. You engage in conversation. You make the group nice itself. We all have our differences that makes the group stronger. Yep, it's true. You guys provide me wisdom, advice, something I never thought I'd understand before. Yeah, Yosh, I'm just a little tired today, man. I'm still here. I'm still vibing with you guys. I do. That'll be soon. We got at least... Holy Jesus, Pokemon Go is completely going off. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm vibing. It's cool. Nah, man, there's nothing to worry about. I'm a little sleepy, but it's alright. A little bit of fresh air. The sunlight's coming through the window. Everything is coming up roses, honestly. It's hard to see behind the post, but it is a beautiful blue sunny day outside. It's a good time. I'm soaking in the sunlight. I will. I'll get lots of sleep, trust me. Working nights and falling asleep during the day is easy. I'll be in bed by 2 o'clock my time, and I'll sleep right up until 8. I'll get lots of sleep. I'm not too worried. Plus, this bright sunlight coming through the window makes me feel a little better. Like emotionally, spiritually. Now that the sun's finally coming through, I'm feeling on the right path. That makes sense too, but you're losing sleep for a lot better of a reason. I'm just losing sleep because I haven't gone to bed yet. You're losing sleep to better yourself and to get a good education. Roxy, what's going on? But anyways, people, all the best. Mike, have a good one. Roxy, I hope you're having a good day. My dad doesn't expect much and doesn't care if I get low marks. I don't know if that's just because of a stereotype, but aren't you from like the Asian territory? Shouldn't your dad actually care about your grades? That's what I'm saying. I could have swore you told me you were from the Asian territories. So usually like Asian parents and stuff all like care about school and grades and force them better. He was a principal too. Holy smokes. Ah, so it went the other way. I thought it might have gone with he should have cared more, but he understands the pressure of exams and everything else. Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. He says do what you like. But now why do you think he says that rather than like good job, Brett? Because because his dad didn't let him do what he wanted. Your dad's more relaxed and he's kind of like meh. That's not a bad thing, man. But like, just make sure you keep them grades up. I always try, but math goes above my head. Ah, man, see, I love numbers and math and everything else, so that part I can't understand. But English was actually my worst subject. Just to show I'm not perfect, and again, every school's set up, but like my senior year of high school, I ended up having an operation where they broke my legs. So it was hard for me to focus. So I ended up failing my senior year, or like last year of English. And then I tried to do it in a victory lap, and I couldn't do it. Because I literally had English and 7 spares, so why would I want to go to school? And then I went to summer school, but it was too hot. So then finally, I did night school, and that was pretty good. You love physics but can't do math. Man, I can't sympathize there. Math and math-related subjects are my favorite. Like I said, it was more so English for me. Illuminati, welcome, man. It really was unfortunate. And then when I graduated finally after doing night school in English, they literally were like, do you want to like walk across the stage for graduation? And I was like, no. Then they were like, oh, you deserve it. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like I deserve it. Like there's nothing wrong with graduating late or taking a victory lap, anything like that. Trigonometry is a little difficult. I agree with you. And Michael, you are very right, sir. There's nothing wrong with the struggles, the trials, and the tribulations. Like I said, I'm not perfect. And I never want you guys to think that I am perfect. I literally failed English like technically 2 times. And I speak it very goodly. For me, I think it was like, not school in general, but like the whole understanding of English. Like, who's to say that, you know, writing a certain number of paragraphs is the right answer, or like answering a certain question on like a piece of paper? Never had tuition like the other kids. I was on my own from math my entire school life. Mike, I appreciate it, but it feels bad if I fail. And it's allowed to feel bad if you fail, man. Nothing says that you have to be perfect. Don't ever feel like you have to be perfect. You just simply have to be you, because being you is good enough. And Michael's right. I want you to continue to be yourself, man. Yourself is absolutely good enough for this chat. It's good enough for the entire world. Pokemon Go and sending me messages. Truth be told, I had my graduation day not so long ago and gave a speech. I had quite the experience. I wanted to know yours. How did my graduation feel? See, my graduation felt just like any other day. Because when I graduated basically from night school when I passed English for the last time. Because in Canada, it's a requirement you have 4 years of English. Yeah, well, like I said, they called me when I finished my English credit, and they were like, "Do you want to walk across the graduation ceremony with like classmates?" And I was like, "All of my classmates have graduated." And she goes, "Well, no, this year's." And I'm like, "No, I don't deserve to graduate, like cross the graduation line with this year's graduates. They all worked hard. I didn't." And as for having quite the struggle, man, I can't really say that I struggled. Like, I might have struggled a little bit, but not a ton. No. I said something like it never mattered if we talked. You gave me all awesome memories. I said something like it never mattered if we talked or not. You all gave me awesome memories. Which is true, man. Like, you don't have to talk. You don't always have to talk to the people around you. But you do have to enjoy the moments where you do talk. Now, I think if I'm educated mechanic, but good job, Michael. I'm so proud of you, man. A welding fabricator is a good job, especially around here too. That's amazing, man. Like I said, if anybody's reading for you, I am, because you're an amazing person. You know many different languages. It'll be a good time. Soon, man. I'm gonna go for about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna make this stream an hour long, and then I'm gonna head home to bed. I'm always sleepy, man. This is bedtime for me. Absolutely, man. Sharing all your stories, sharing the wealth of information. Teach me something new. Maybe, but I want to do what's best for me and you. Well, Michael, you always do what's best for at least my channel, man. Like I said, you're always tuning in, contributing everything else, so I appreciate you. And you met a great person there, had such an experience. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you connected with people. Michael is great at whatever he does all the time, Yosh. Like I said, I have highly recommended him to many other people. He's a moderator on Skeleton's channel. Like I said, he's just a genuinely good person. See, I like live streams like this because I might be on the road to 500 subs, but it's nice to hang out with you guys. It's nice to just have a chill, relaxing stream. Have good conversation. And don't worry, there'll still come a day where I'll come meet all you guys. We'll know each other. What Devin taught me was just... Devin is a wise man. And like I said, I'm glad you found Nick. I'm glad you found Michael. I'm glad you found these gentlemen and can aid in your life. I'm glad you found the channel, honestly. You're a good member. You're very much welcomed. And it makes me so happy that you found the right space. Do it, man. Honestly. Come share your stories. Share your experiences. Tell me all about it. It is a good circle of people, Yosh, and you are absolutely in that circle of people. Don't feel on the outside. You're ticking all the boxes for moderator in the Discord. That's all I can bring, man. Great vibes and good knowledge. Thanks. I'm a little bit dismissive because I didn't really get any praise before. But I stood by what I believe in, and it's made me the person I like. Well, I'm glad, Michael, because I really like you too. Honestly, you're a good person. I'm always happy to hang around in the live stream with you. Your wealth of information and knowledge is something that is completely misunderstood and underappreciated. Praise is given by people who understand the effort and greatness. I feel like we kind of understand. I hope so. I agree with you, Yosh. Like I said, Michael, you're one of the best people I know. So don't ever sell yourself short. Especially now. You're a good guy. You contain a wealth of information. That was definitely a phone call. Sorry, guys. Michael, there's no need to cheer up, man. The truth is what the truth is. Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, some people hate on these live streams. Like, you get the random people that just come in here and, like, hate on it. And then there's guys like you that literally come in and we have the best time. And I think it's so underappreciated as a whole, because, like, I don't want to be some big YouTuber with like 1 million subscribers and not know any of them. Like, that's boring. I would rather have 1 million people that I know and appreciate the 1 million people that follow me than to have 1 million followers and not know anybody. Well, that's it. Like, we have such a support group going. Skelly gets a bit of help. We have the Discord going. I'm gonna post the link a few more times and see on my community posts there. It's funny now that the Discord is growing. Now though, they're like, "Oh, sell subscriptions and make money." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, you can offer special rules for like money." I'm like, I have no want to do that. That's what I'm saying, man. I'll get there. The channel's growing every day. Like, I still gotta post something motivational, but like, the channel literally grows every day. I'm 12 people away from the 500 subscriber mark. 12 people. I always tell the story because I didn't think I'd make it past like 50 followers. And now I'm literally 12 people away from 500 subscribers. It is insane. This group is always welcoming. The best days, the worst days, everything you guys have in between. Well, like I said, when memberships open up on YouTube, I'm gonna make it as cheap as possible. I don't want people to give more than they have. So like, if it's 99 cents or whatever, it's gonna be there, and then it's all gonna go to charity, man. Whenever that thing opens up, it's all that money's going to charity. I don't want it. I don't need it. $200 was a good feeling, Yosh. I agree with you. Like I said, man, I'm not expecting anybody to buy it. I'm gonna make it as cheap as possible. And like I said, all that money when I can take it out, cash it out, or whatever they want to call it, it's gonna go straight to charity. I don't want any of it. I'll make money when the time is right, but for now, I'm gonna give it all away. The 500 subscriber mark, the 1,000 subscriber mark, those are all big deals. But I'm not here to make money. I'm here to change the world. Anyways, I hate to cut people off, but it has hit the hour mark. I'm going home to bed. I appreciate you all so much. Peace, love, and motivation. I'm probably gonna post a motivational short from my bed because I'm exhausted. I love you guys. Stay motivated. Stay happy. And yes, Michael, we definitely will be making change this year. I promise. Like I said, 12 subscribers away, man, from fucking 500. And as soon as that join button opens up, I told you all that money's going to charity. I don't want a dime. I love you guys.